Developing muscle not only brings a toned figure, but also brings many benefits to overall health. From age 30 onwards, we gradually lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass each year due to the aging process. However, after the age of 30, the human body is not as healthy as before 30 years old. So I always advise my students to start exercising early before they are too young to maintain their health. Health, increase muscle mass, and protect bone health. Besides, when muscle is lost due to aging, it will also cause pain in the joints and reduce the body's strength. In my opinion, the best way to avoid that situation can only be to exercise your muscles so that you have enough strength for daily activities. I also understand that, for us men, a toned body with muscular muscles is the desire of many people. That's why today I will bring you some exercises to train your muscles, especially the abdominal muscles. These exercises don't require any exercise equipment, which means you can do them right in the comfort of your own home. Before starting the video, press the like and subscribe button to receive notifications of interesting videos from Fitness24. And don't keep you waiting any longer. We will start with the first exercise. Number 1. Halo. Coming to the first exercise, we will not use the hip muscles, but will focus all our strength on the abdominal muscles in a supine position on the floor, called halo. If the usual leg-raising position requires you to raise and lower your legs a lot, then this exercise needs you to pay more attention to your pelvis. The goal of this exercise is simply to repeatedly lift the pelvis off the floor and lower it. Prepare to lie on your back on the floor, arms next to your body, arms slightly spread out to the sides. Raise both legs straight up to the sky so that the lower body is perpendicular to the floor. Tighten your abdominal muscles and use force to push your pelvis higher so that only your shoulder muscles and head are still in contact with the ground. Slowly lower back to the original preparation position and continue. This exercise requires a lot of balance, so there are many things you need to pay attention to. When you lift your legs up, you must not use force in your arms and shoulders to lift your hips up. Besides, when performing this exercise, you always need to determine a point to use as your center of gravity to avoid losing your body's balance. You just need to keep your head still and look straight at the ceiling. Absolutely do not turn your head away. Both sides. Some unnecessary injuries to the back and neck may occur. Number 2. Frog crunch. The second move will be a variation of the basic sit-up. You can imagine there is something between your legs, and you need to hold your legs tightly to this object to perform the exercise. Prepare to lie on your back on a flat surface, with both legs bent at a 90-degree angle at the knees and brought to the sides. Feet stuck together. Feet placed as close to the hips as possible. This will make you get the muscle groups in the thighs and tendons stretched. Place your hands interlaced behind your head. Brace and squeeze your abs into the floor, then lift your upper body up and down. Let your entire abdominal muscles work with this exercise. We also note that we should not use our hands to push our body upward. The hand placed behind the head only performs a supporting task for this exercise. Number 3. Obliques. Next, I'll shift our training focus to the obliques. Very few people really care about their intercostal muscles, but this is one of the factors that determine whether your body is perfectly shaped or not. I always know that you always want your shoulders and waist to be clearly divided. Then this is the exercise for you. The obliques exercise is somewhat similar to the Russian twist exercise, but it will require you to engage your oblique muscles more than just touching your hands like the Russian exercise. Prepare to sit on a flat surface with your legs slightly bent at the knees, hands interlaced and placed forward. At this point, you don't simply touch the left and right sides. You have to rotate the whole top. Of course, the effect of this exercise on the oblique muscles will be greater than the Russian twist. Besides, if you want to challenge your ability more than once, you can raise your feet about 5 centimeters so that your feet do not touch the floor. So you can work your inner thighs and calves at the same time. Do this continuously until the end of time. Number 4. Side plank thread. One more exercise that will continue to target the oblique muscles without using any training equipment. I also want you to buy a bunch of heavy equipment before training, unless you have the goal of training professionally. Because the side plank thread exercise will be the next exercise in this series of exercises. We will prepare the position for the side plank exercise. Lie on your right side and use your forearms to stabilize your body, with your legs straight stacked on top of each other. Raise your left hand straight up and bend it down in the space between your upper body and right hand. Next, you need to bring your left hand back to its original position, and at the same time lower your lower body so that from your hip to your foot touches the ground. Then lift it up and continue as before. We will practice on both sides so we can have a synchronous impact on both sides. Number 5. Black Widow knee side. If you have followed me before, then you probably know how much I love plank exercises. You can even have a toned belly with just the traditional plank exercise, but today I will bring you a much more interesting plank exercise. It will make you feel how your abdominal and pelvic muscles will be worked. Initially, you need to prepare the position in this exercise similar to the traditional plank exercise. Lie on your stomach, squeeze your abdominal muscles. Let your hands and toes touch the ground as a base, and absolutely do not curl your buttocks up, high or sagging. Lift your right knee down toward your right hand, then lift your hips up so that your knee is parallel to your elbow. Then you need to kick your legs straight back so that your heels are facing the floor, and then lower your legs back to the original position. Continue doing the same with the other leg, and alternating between legs until finished. As you raise your hips up, you can feel the ligaments in your spine stretch, as well as when your legs are kicked back, kick as high as possible. Number 6. Frog Circle. We have come to today's 6th exercise. It seems like you are very persistent and enjoyed today's exercises. Please press the like and subscribe button to receive notifications of interesting videos from Fitness 24H. The 6th exercise will be an exercise that helps you test how the upper body and lower body are connected. Continue performing the exercise in the preparation position of the traditional plank exercise. This is an exercise where you can move all the muscles in the abdominal area and pelvic muscles without having to bear any weight. Instead, we will continuously move our legs and abs by flexing our hips up and sliding our legs closer to our elbows so that your toes seem to form a circle, similar to the way a frog would. Move. This will activate the external hip rotators. Then you just need to gradually slide your feet back, lower your body's center of gravity, and return to the original position. I always encourage people to search and research many different ways to exercise to affect the joints and muscles of the body. However, those who are experiencing back pain should not do this exercise because it can make the pain worse. Number 7. Sliding ab tuck. You have almost reached the final destination of today's exercise series. I hope you will forever maintain your enthusiasm and sense of responsibility towards your body. Finally, there is an abdominal slide exercise that focuses mainly on the hips and abdominal muscles. Continue with the same position as the previous exercise and perform the following steps together. Put force on your hips and slide your legs to bring your lower body closer to your upper body so that your whole body forms a V, and then slide your legs back to the original position. Note that in this movement, you must always keep your legs straight and not bend at the knees. And we have completed an extremely effective 10-minute abdominal muscle stimulation workout at home. Like I said, we don't need any exercise equipment, but we can still build lean muscles from the inside. If you are really serious about this process of improving your body shape, continue watching videos from Fitness 24H and let me know how your weight loss needs are. I will definitely come out with a new video and answer it for you. For now, I say goodbye and see you again. I wish you a very happy and joyful day.